Should I minor in a foreign language?
Should I minor in a foreign language?
For real world answers to all of your questions on nursing, school, and life as Dr. Wife.
Which usually it's Spanish
Yeah.
that they're wondering about. Obviously, having a Spanish degree would be a great asset for any nurse and really could give a competitive edge.
Depending on where you're wanting to settle.
Right, if there's competition.
Right.
You know, there's a nursing shortage in a lot of areas to where that wouldn't really matter. But if it was a competitive job, that could be a significant advantage because you'd have the ability to communicate with Spanish-speaking patients, which is a lot of our patients that we take care of. So that's a great advantage. Probably a con or a disadvantage, and why I oftentimes discourage nursing students from minoring in a foreign language. Well, there's several reasons. So part of it is cost. So it's going to cost more to get up to add a minor. You're going to have to take additional classes. Oftentimes minors are about 18 credit hours. So that's going to increase the number of credit hours that you're going to be paying for. There's no good way typically to fit that into a nursing schedule, and so that means summers you'll be taking classes and then potentially even additional semesters. So that can delay your graduation. So the cost in money, the cost in time, and then two, really employers are looking for Spanish speaking skill more than anything, and so you can actually graduate with a Spanish minor and not have a lot of confidence in speaking to patients that speak Spanish. And also typically the curriculum in a Spanish minor may not include healthcare Spanish, and so there's not really any guarantee that you're going to really learn the words that you would use in patient care. And so for that reason, what I suggest to students is that students learn foreign language the best through immersion, and I would strongly recommend you consider how much you would spend on a minor, so it might be several $1,000s, and think about what that would pay for you to be able to have a trip abroad. So maybe you spend the summer, and maybe one summer or 2 summers in a Spanish-speaking country and be immersed in the culture and be able to walk away with a Spanish conversation skills and some confidence in communicating with Spanish-speaking patients. So you can also volunteer at healthcare agencies that serve diverse patients. There's a lot of free apps to help with Spanish-speaking skills. There are websites that you can go to that are free, not to mention some of the paid products where you can learn to speak Spanish and become fluent. And so ultimately, if you are able to develop fluency as a skill, you can put that on your resume under your strengths and assets that you speak Spanish. And that's really what your employer is looking for. The degree looks good, but the employer is really most interested in your skill and your ability to speak Spanish, and that you can get a variety of ways, not just through a degree.
Nursing school won't feel so tough. Helping others won't be so rough. You are confident, compassionate, and so much more. But sometimes